Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. It's grease on my computer. Let's work on. Let's do this. Yeah. There we go. Look at that. Look at how clean I look. I look clean now. Look at the cleanliness. Welcome everybody to another edition of See You in the Morning. I am your host, of course, Cletus Casson, and I welcome you. I welcome you. If this is your first time hearing this, you are about to experience something so cold, man. I'm excited that you're here, man. If you're returning, man, thank you for coming back. Welcome back is all I'm saying. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. It is Friday. It's a fun Friday edition. We're gonna just get here and have a good time, man. If you have never watched the show before, man, and you're wondering what it is my horrible idea to get up in the morning and give y'all a piece of me, you know? Just get up in the morning, sit around in my drawers. And that's where I'm at with it. It's a fun Friday. I'm in my drawers. People don't ever believe you. I think a lot of people think I say stuff on this show for the sake of the show, but it's drawers. Look at it. That's leg right there. You know what that means? There's nothing but drawers under here. Nothing. We go a little lower, then I become a shower. We go any lower, I become a shower. So, I sit around in my drawers in the morning. Man, I just talk to y'all. I just give y'all a little bit of what I got going on. So that's what we're doing today, man. We're going to talk a little bit. It's a fun Friday, a smorgasbord of stuff that can be talked about. And we just have a good time. We're just going to have a good time is what we're going to do. First thing I do on this show is I start by speaking to people, man. If I ain't sleep with you, I speak with you. So we start the show off that way, and I give out awards to the first few people who come in and speak. So winning the bronze medal today is Marsha Trouble Copeland. Crystal Tasty Pinnell right there winning the silver medal with her tastiness, all tasty inside. And so since she's small, if you never met Crystal would be like a little Debbie cake. She's like a human little Debbie cake. She's small, She's small. She's real tiny. She's not wrapped in plastic, so I don't know if she could be a Debbie cake because those come wrapped in plastic. She's not wrapped in plastic. Not that I know. I've never seen her in plastic in public. Maybe she wears it at home. I don't know. But she's a tiny little, bite-sized, fun-sized amount. You don't get a whole lot, but that's all you need. Even packed into that little teeny container is a lot of her. So, Crystal, good morning. Good morning. Then she sits on a phone book to watch the show in the morning. So I appreciate her. And Tina Hernandez is a silent H. It's Hernandez. I try to become a Spanish expert whenever I see names that may be of Spanish descent. And then everybody else is watching. Shannon Jamil, good morning. Jennifer Williams, her wonderful son PJ, and her husband PS, good morning. Franita, it's Spanish for clean your room. Franita, Spanish for, as far as I know. I think it was Franita. That means go clean your room. Franita. Crystal Sex Appeal in the building. Jamie Wolf, Courtney Weston Murphy, Wonderful Hotels. JD, Don't Call Me Martin Luther the King. PP, Patricia Pippin is in the building. Thea O'Neill. You may remember her from her television show, Thea. So thank you for being here, Thea, and love that show. Jackie Bright Riddick, real estate agent, is in the building. I don't know what Jackie does in real life, but I just feel like she should sell real estate. Princess Wilberta is here. Everybody act right. Get on your best behavior. Wilberta's here. Wilberta's here. Lisa Bazemore Bishop is in the building. Kim Cat Thomas Jones. Sandra Eva Tay is in the building. Davina Hurley Peebles. Hurley rhymes with early. Hurley. Ronald Cross, probably one of the best dressed men in America, is in the building. Chantel Weaver. That's my friend. Look at them thighs. Look at them. I was going to say, look, let's match thighs, Chantel. What you got, huh? I can't go all the way into my thigh. I can only show knee. Because if I pull out my thigh, we're going to have meat. We lucky I'm not blessed enough to have it down to the knee. Because then we'd have to show that on air. We can't do that. I'm not a knee man. Not a knee man. Christina Crystal Waters is in the building. T. Mitchell is in the building. Travis Thompson is in the building. Kimberly Tucker is in the building. Everybody's here this morning. Everybody's here and accounted for, man. Nobody woke up dead this morning, and that's good. and that's good. Well, somebody did, but nobody on this show. If you woke up dead this morning and you still took the time to tune in, I appreciate you. All the people that still watched, even though they was gone from here. So excited night yesterday. Yesterday was a good day for me. Came back from New Jersey. I was in New Jersey. Yesterday I did the show from New Jersey. Shout out to my friend GL Douglas for opening up her home and allowing me to stay there. So I was there, did the show from there, hit the road, came on home, and still had to deal with life. You know, life don't stop. Life don't care what your job is. I'm gonna tell you that right now. Life don't care about your job. Life don't care if you got to travel, if you far away. You still got to work. So I came home, went ahead, got my hair cut. Then I had to go do a show at the illustrious Norfolk State University, my own alma mater. And I realized I don't spend enough time at my alma mater. That became quite evident on yesterday. I've never been that lost on that school. I spent years at that school, knew that school like the back of my hand. And now it's a whole new hand. I don't even know the hand that's over there anymore. I don't even know what hand that is. That school is not what it was when I was there. I was completely lost. It's all kinds of stuff there. They've done an amazing job of renovating that school. It looks amazing. There were buildings in there, the new nursing building and the new library and the new Brown Hall and the new student union building. I was like, where am I? I had to stop and ask for help. I blew a rape whistle. I was out there blowing a rape whistle. I just needed somebody to tell me how to get to the student union building. I was lost. It was ridiculous how lost I was out there. But I had a good time with them, man. They had a breakfast at 9:00 p.m. And so at first you may be confused as how they had a breakfast at 9 at night. But then I remembered it's a historically black college. So that was probably right on time. 9 p.m. breakfast was probably right where they needed to be. And the students came out, man, they had all kinds of amazing meats and vegetables, and they didn't have any vegetables, meats and fruits. And they were trying to give the students, yesterday was just a day. It was an amazing idea. Yesterday was a break day for the students. They get ready to come up on their finals. They get ready to get their final exams and all that stuff. So they're like, hey, you guys take a break. They gave them a break day. Now, I don't know if they made them go to class that day, but they gave them a break. They was like, hey, today's a break from your study and get your finals in. Just come out and have fun. And they had all kinds of stuff, man. They had dogs on campus. They had paws. They called it paws from studying. So they were able to come and play with dogs. It was like hundreds of kids showed up to play with the dogs. So I was like, oh, okay. But I always remember the school being an open campus, and if a dog got on campus, we all ran. But somebody actually brought some dogs, so that was good. And they had that. They had like tie-dye shirts they made, of course, food, had a talent show. It was just a lot. It was a lot. So I thank Norfolk State for hiring me and bringing me out. We had a good time. And then today, I'm getting all this easy stuff. It's a fun Friday. We'll talk about anything. Today, I'll be at Noir, Noir, Noir nightclub. I'll be opening up for Shucky Ducky. Shucky Ducky Quack Quack. I don't know if Quack Quack is official last name, but Shucky Ducky is definitely what he goes by. I don't know if it's more Shucky or more Ducky. I don't know what to call him. That's what I'm going to be confused with tonight. I've never met the man before. Never met him before. So I don't know what to call him. I'm still here. Nobody get scared. I'm still here. I just had to stand up for a second. Okay, I'm back. I had to stand up. I didn't want y'all to get that. This isn't OnlyFans. If this had to be my OnlyFans, I'd have stood up and the whole room would have went black. But anyway, so I open up tonight for Shucky Ducky. That's going to be fun. Then tomorrow I'll be in Fayetteville, North Carolina. And then Sunday I'll be in Jersey City, New Jersey. So it was a lot happening. No, it wasn't a tornado warning. That was just me standing up. So I just cut it off real quick. You know, anytime I stand up, you know, I don't want y'all to see this. See, that's the part I want to keep hidden. See, right now, my meat is right in the camera. You know what I'm saying? So right now, you're getting a lot of camera meat in the camera, and I don't want everybody to know that. So I'll go ahead and sit right back down. See, and now I'm back sitting. It's not an OnlyFans. This is an OnlyFans. Now, I would slap my meat out there. I don't have a problem with it. You know, you got to really remember who you are. You know, I stayed at a friend's house in New Jersey the other day, and when I went to bed, I was in drawers, and I just walked around like that. I feel like if you let me in, this is what you get. You get me full draws. Full draws. You got to do it. I don't know what y'all do. What are the rules when staying at somebody else's house? If you are a married couple, let me ask you this. You a married couple and you go and you stay at a friend's house. You know, they got a guest room. You got a friend, you go and you stay in their guest room. Is it okay for y'all to be married in their house? If you a married couple, let's just say you and your wife, y'all stay at somebody's house. Crystal says she's supposed to bring PJs. But what if I'm a nude sleeper? What if I don't even own PJs? Can I just sleep? Marche, I knew you would say yes. It's okay to hunch wherever you go. Shannon says you got to pack your PJs. What about hunching in somebody's home, somebody else's home? You and your wife is staying at a friend's house. Can y'all just hunch and be quiet? Etiquette dictates you bring PJs. Hunch. Shannon say hunch quietly. Crystal say hunch quiet. Hunch quiet. This is a new environment. This is a brand new bed. You got to go try that thing out, and you got to see what it is. You got to get in there and start hunching. Y'all nasty. Y'all are nasty people. I'm never letting anybody stay the night in my house no more. And I'm going to tell you now, if you stay the night in my house, if you're a friend of mine, and I let you stay in one of my rooms, guest room, Jennifer says no. Jennifer says no hunching in somebody else's house. Hunching is okay. Put a towel down. Huh? Collect those juices. All right. I get it. You guys have spoken. You guys have spoken. You guys say do it. Do it at your friend's house. I'm telling you now, if I have friends that stay over, I'm sitting outside of the guest room. I'm sitting outside of the guest room and I'm gonna pay attention. Now here's the reverse part. If you have friends over, can you hunch naturally? Martin Luther King said you should have got all the hunching out. If you got somebody staying at your house, do you feel comfortable going in on your natural hunch, or do you got to change your hunch up? Do y'all have a company hunch? I think men would probably try to take advantage of that situation. If men knew it's somebody next door, I think men gonna go ahead and try to get it a little bit. Men be like, hey, they guts in the next room. Let's let them hear a little something. James say hunch hard. James say make it uncomfortable for them to stay again. I like it, James. I like it. James say let it go. Don't let nothing stop it. I'm with you, James. Make it uncomfortable for them to stay. All they should hear. My friend Shahar is in here. She'll understand this one. All your guests should hear from the other room is rhythmic hunching. Rhythmic hunching. Y'all should clap. Common decency says no. Respect the house. Is it disrespectful if you hunching somebody? Is hunching in somebody else's house disrespectful? Y'all should battle. What I would like is for each side to hear the other side, and they start up a competition. That would be great. Y'all can have a duel. Y'all battle it out. You start over here, bap, 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 and then you reply. Then you lay one down, and the winner, you win. Now with the door open, it might be a little disrespectful, but y'all got to go for the win. Man, do you realize? I'm telling y'all, y'all are missing out on an opportunity to take your hunch life to a new level. If both of y'all are in there competing, do you know how much adrenaline is gonna start flowing when you know you can't stop because they haven't? You just gotta keep going. You just gotta keep going. You're like, baby, I can't stop. Mr. James is still rolling in there. So you got to keep rolling. And the sweat is in there, the pressure is on, the adrenaline start pumping, and you hitting levels you ain't never hit before just because he ain't know. And you just going on, boom, boom. It's going from both rooms. And the winner, whoever waves the white flag first, loses. Man, that Jake is great. I'm all for it. I'm writing it down. Hunch battle. Hunch battle. My man DJ Vince said heart attack. Man, big shout out to DJ Vince last night. He was DJing the event over at Norfolk State that I was at. And college ain't the same no more. Listen, college ain't what it used to be. I remember when I was in college. It was many moons ago, but when I was in college, it was different than it is now. It's way different. These kids, this is a different group of kids. These kids are privileged. They do stuff. They just stand there. Last night, he was playing some solid twerk music, some solid reggae. And there's something about reggae. Now, let me just say this. It was a few non-traditional students in there. They ain't had no business being there. If you are a non-traditional student and you go back to college, you got to chill out. You can't go to the events. If you 40 and you decide to go back to college, even if you just started, even if you like, I'm an undergrad, I just decided to go to college at the age of 40, you can't go to the events. It's weird. I ain't even gonna lie to you. There was a couple of old ladies there, a couple of grown-ups, and they went there. They were non-traditional students. They're like, we getting it in. I'm like, no, you need to get it in the house. Get it in the house. You are too old to be out here with these kids. Why is you here? She told me, I'm enjoying it all. I was like, ma'am, I know you pay the same student activity fee as everybody else, but you need to go home. You don't deserve to be here. You are too old for this. It's some things you forfeit by not going. Like if you old, you can't pledge. You can't pledge. You can't pledge undergrad. You can't. Everybody else in your line 19 years old and you 47. It throws the whole balance of the line off. You in there being responsible, your gout acting up at step shows. Nobody got that. That's what graduate chapters are for. You wait till you graduate, wait whatever the prerequisite number of years are, and then you go pledge. You can't be a 49-year-old undergrad Delta, ma'am. Let that go. That's not your life. That's for them cheering. Ain't nothing wrong with doing the grad chapter. You wait. You let them know I'll be there. I'll be there with y'all, but not right now. Not now. All that stuff ain't for you. You can go to the games. You can go to the games. You go to the stuff that's old people friendly. You go to the games. You can go to the choir recitals, stuff like that. But that ain't what you want. 49-year-old undergrad is not what you want. That ain't the life. That ain't. There's something wrong with that picture. If I come to a probate show and your granddaddy come across that line, I'm laughing. I'm not handling it right. You gotta go to all the old people friendly events. Anything that's called old school, you can go to because you old in school. Last night, she in there with the young people. Everybody else twerking. She trying to twerk too. Now, they woke up this morning ready, vibrant, free to go. She woke up in pain because that's not made for you. The whole college experience ain't made for old people. Now, the dean's list is made for old college students. I've never seen a non-traditional student flunk out of college. When you decide to go to college late, you understand why you in college. Life has already showed you what it really is. When you go to college late on in life, you already know what it is, and you respect it. Ain't nobody wasting no money. Ain't nobody. You name me one old person that failed out of college. It'll never happen. One person that left that shipyard and went to college that flunked. It's never gonna happen. Straight A students. They doing all their homework. That non-traditional student ain't got time for y'all mess. That non-traditional student will turn around and shush somebody. Shh. I'm trying to get this. Non-traditionals ain't got time. They ain't got time. The non-traditional student uses the tutoring services. Them young students, they ain't going. That non-traditional student, they using everything. They coming in class on time. The non-traditional student will come in and let the professor in. Hey, I just came in and made sure everything was straight before you got here. I want to make sure. Look at Jay said they bring donuts to class. Non-traditional student care about all the kids in the class like they their own. That non-traditional student trying to tell all the girls about their clothes. Come here, baby. Let me tell you something. Respect yourself. I seen so many midriffs yesterday. Let's talk about this real quick. When did the midriff rules change? This is for the ladies. And I'm not gonna say this. And it may have been there when I went to school too. But college is a lot sweeter than when I went. College was a lot sweeter. There was a lot of zesty men in college last night. Last night, listen, we could have opened a soap factory with so much zest in there. It was zesty. It was no line of demarcation. When I was in college, it was guys and it was girls. They even had dorms set up like that, guys and girls dorms. Now, since they got the co-ed dorms, the students are co-ed. It took me a while to figure out who all the ladies were and who all the fellas were. It worked both ways. Everybody came in there. It was really rough in there. It was really zesty. It was Italian dressing in there. And now, listen, Shannon is absolutely right. Bare midriffs, no bra. But my question is, when did the weight limit change? The bare midriff weight limit has changed. There used to be a weight limit. Like, people used to be like, I'm too big to just have my midriff out. Now, it is no caring in the world. Now, the only thing that changes is the equator for where your midriff starts at. And this is what I've noticed. The girls with the flat tummies, they let that whole midriff stay out. They go below the belly button. If you got a little bit of something, if you kangarooing a little bit, you slide it up a little bit. Right into the mid belly button. If you got a little bit of a pouch, mid belly button. But if you shape like me, you bring it above the belly button, and really what we getting is this region right here. We get in between. Let me try to help you out here. What I don't want to go too low now because that'll change the show. So now right here is where my man boobs are. They'll cover the boobs. The boobs will get covered. But this region right in here, I don't even know what we call that. Right there where the smaller part of the six-pack would be, that's out. That's out. That's what they wearing up there. Them girls, it was so much mid-meat. Yo, there was a lot of mid-meat out there. And I'm not body shaming. I'm not body shaming at all. It's your body. Listen, everybody's stuck on love your body. Love your body. It's the only one you get. But you ain't got to go and show everybody. That midriff is something else. I don't even know. I really believe that I could go around that college campus right now and none of them girls know what size they wear. They just get a shirt. If they like it, they put it on. It don't matter what happens. If it stops right here, it stops right here. Those shirts right now are holding on by the will of God. They just like, I can't do it. I'm being stretched beyond my needs. I can't keep this up. A lot of those shirts last night were praying for help. A lot of those shirts last night were like a college student who was late with his final exam paper. I just need an extension. They needed a little bit more. But they did it. Those ladies, and it's gone in reverse. And from when I grew up now, and we were wrong, I grew up in the baggy jean era. Baggy jeans, big shirts. We look a complete mess. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Our shirts were super big. If your t-shirt ain't come to your mid-thigh as a man, that jank was too small. You was going in there ordering sizes you know you didn't need. Let me get that in an 8X. 8X? Yeah, I'm gonna live in it for a while. When I was in college, I probably wore a size 32 jean. I never got my pants below a 40. Never got it below a 40. We loosen it up. And a lot of that is because we was coming off the 70s. Now in the 70s, we saw what our ancestors were doing in the 70s. Hip hop was a direct correlation and a rebuff to the 70s. If you looked at the clothing in the 70s, you didn't know what was men's clothing, what was and ladies' clothing. You had no idea. Your Uncle James and them, they dressed the same as your aunts. Excuse me. You didn't know. You didn't know what was going on. You was hoping for the best, but you didn't get it. Those clothes back in the 70s was different. You know, you didn't know. Let's look at this. These are Isley brothers. This is Ron Isley and them. This the 70s in a nutshell. Ron Isley, we're gonna focus on Ron. Ron got a little titty meat showing, gold chain. Afro really won't afroing. If you look at everybody else's afro, we got a good circumference right here. Look at the roundness. You got some more roundness there, roundness. But Ron, look at Ron. Ron's Mr. Big is sliding to the side. We don't know what's going on. He didn't really get it edged up in here. Mr. Big didn't care. Right? But look at the outfit. He got on a pair of high-waisted slacks. They flowering down. Look at how high the waist is on those pants. High-waisted. Those are high-waisted slacks. Pair of high-waisted white slacks. Taco meat was essential in the 70s. You had to have this out. You had to have your chest out in the 70s. You couldn't just have on a shirt. You won't fly. I don't even think that shirt has any buttons. That's the first button right there on that shirt. I'm not even gonna lie to you. That was a blouse. Men were wearing blouses. No, that's a blouse. There's no other way to look at it. But this was acceptable. This right here was a statement. We can say whatever we want to say. This outfit was a cry for help. This outfit is take me as I am. Let's see if we can zoom in on this. That's what this outfit is. Y'all see this? Flamingo pants. Peacocks. Peacock pants. Heels. Now this brother here, he didn't know there was a photo shoot. They told him they were doing a photo shoot, but he didn't know it was going to be full body. He thought it was going to be top only. See, he came prepared. He's got his hat on, jacket, got on his watch. He's like, it's going to be top only. They like, no, we need everything. Oh, man, all I brought was these. Right here, toes out. Flamingo pants, toes out. But for me, it's the shirt tie. And I've got friends. None of my friends letting me come out the house like this. Shirt tied up in the front and a choker. That's an Isley sister. And he may not have been able to tell y'all, that is an Isley sister. That's an Isley sister. He letting y'all know exactly what his life is. There's just a lot happening in there. It's the choker for me. When I wake up as a grown man and I know I got an Adam's apple's gonna be uncomfortable all day, no. This Isley brother right here is just happy to be in the picture. He didn't get dressed at all. So that's why they got him in the back. They're like, you stand in the back. He's just happy to be in the picture. These sandals, though, are telling me a lot. Ron is the only one that was like, I'm gonna keep it masculine. So because of this era, we had to change it up a little bit. We had to change things. We had to be a little different because those were the leaders of our time. That's where we got clothing from, you know. That's where we realized who we were. You didn't know any better. The people out there, they taught us what to wear. They taught us what to wear. We didn't know any better. Look at Earth, Wind, and Fire. Look at Earth, Wind, and Fire. What in Inquirer robes is this? Why are they comfortable in this outfit? What said to y'all Earth, Wind, and Fire, the elements? That's Mr. T in the back. I didn't even know he remember Earth, Wind, and Fire. Look at this. What is this? What is the embellishment? Again, we got another choker. They in jumpsuits. What in the leather patch? But somebody said it's okay. I don't even know what this young man is doing, but he got his breast out. We got to do better. Let's see if I can get this full screen. Y'all take a look at what we got here. This is what I'm talking about. This was considered acceptable. The 70s didn't know no better. You wore what you wore. These guys, that looks like a cult meeting. That looks like a cult. I didn't ever know Earth, Wind, and Fire was a cult, but that looks like a cult. C-U-L-T. That was a cult. And we didn't mind. Man, we didn't mind at all. They wore that stuff and we thought this was cool. Can you imagine having to get up for school to put that on? Ma, you see my robe? You ain't see my robe outfit? I can't find my robe, Ma. But we put it on. We had no problems with wearing it. We had no problem. It was a different time. It was a different time. Look at this. And the ladies love Prince Rogers Nelson. And Prince, here's the thing about Prince in this picture. This picture right here, this right here is for pedophiles.com. This picture right here is from sexualdeviants.com. That's the only place it can be from. Do y'all see this? Prince is pointing y'all to his meat. He got his pants unzipped, finger pointing, necklace. You can't tell me that when you get around him, I'm gonna tell you right now, if you were ever in a room with Prince and you didn't have sex with him, it ain't because he didn't try. Prince is telling you right here, this is what I want. Look at what Prince is doing. Prince is giving you grade A, come get this. And if the question is, come get what? He's pointing at it. This. And if you can't read where my hand is pointing, there's also an arrow. Look at the necklace. Necklace is pointing straight at the crotch. The hair is immaculate. Prince's hair right here is immaculate. I don't know if that's his hair or if it's a wig. He's ready. That's Prince Rogers Nelson. Rest in peace. We talk bad about the kids and what they wear now, but the 70s was a rough time. The 70s, I'm not 100% sure what they were thinking then. The 70s was weird. It was some weird, wild stuff. I'm not 100% sure what they was on. The drugs must have been different back then. There was different drugs. We don't do the same drugs anymore. We showed up for photo shoots different back then. This is what we showed up for a photo shoot in. Y'all come look at it. Y'all see it? My bad, let me bring it back. They showed up for the photo shoot dressed like this. This is what they came dressed as. Hey guys, we got to take pictures tomorrow. What we wearing? Just be yourself. So in being yourself, this guy right here did this with his eye makeup. But y'all keep trying to tell me y'all are slaying. Look at what this man did with his eye makeup. Ain't none of y'all can. It's wrestling groups that couldn't get their makeup this good. Where do you find those glasses? This hair here, silky. He only had two of the guys don't even have on shirts, and they in close proximity to each other. None of my friends. I'm gonna go out and let y'all know this off the top. I have never been in a situation shirtless with any of my friends. Never. If something were to happen, let's just say we were playing basketball and we played shirts versus skins. Let's just say that we did that. There's no way, ladies and gentlemen, that two guys with shirts with skins gonna be close to each other. There's no way. If I don't have on no shirt and you don't have on no shirt, we can't be near each other. It's not happening. I've never been nip to nip with a friend. None of my friends. None. If I'm out here as a straight virgin, you know goodness well I'm not going nip to nip with another man. It's not happening. We not taking that picture. It's like two of these. It's like two of these batteries. When I see your two nips out, mine can't be near. There's no way no. I can't do it. If I ain't laid nip to nip with a woman, I'm not laying nip to nip with a man. I'm not doing it. Can't have it. Not gonna have it. So because of that, I think we rebuked in the next era. The next group of young men, we went way to the left with our fashion. We took it way too far. I can't remember. Let's look. Let's look at a picture of Nelly. Let's see if we can get prime Nelly back in the day. We can't even find a picture of Nelly back in the day when he was with the St. Lunatics. If you can remember, just use those kind of dress. That's how we dress. We took it way too far because of what they did in the 70s. We were like, we got to come and we got to be way over the top. We got to do the most with our clothes. We can't just let our clothes fit. You know, we went extra. You won't gonna catch us. You won't gonna catch us in that way. Look at this D4L. All they clothes too big. Look how big this young man's shirt is. It's a dress. It's a dress. And that was what we did. That's how fashion evolved. We loosened up. We let our balls breathe. You had to. The 70s, I don't know how they were able to have kids. You can't tell me that was a natural field that they ended up having kids in the 70s. We went through extremes. There were extremes we went through. I can't say that we didn't do the most, because we did, you know? We did. You can't even see this picture of Mobb Deep. I tried to get a picture of Mobb Deep. But last night showed me that we may be on our way back. I did a college show last night, and those guys, they were zesty, and the clothes were little. No, the man clothes have gotten smaller and smaller. It was the jeans was super thin. Jeans super thin. I was able to check a lot of blood pressures last night. Just from the carotid artery. They were walking through there, and the leg pulse let me know what their blood pressure was. I was like, oh man, he's hypertensive. You can tell through his legs. It was stuff that they wore. It was things that they did last night. I was like, I would never. People always talk about there's a gay agenda. Like there's some kind of agenda for the gays. That's not what it is. The straight agenda is what's going to stop us from living. We're never going to be able to procreate. These young boys right now have squeezed off their sperm supply in a way that we'll never have future children. There ain't no way no kids coming out of there. Listen, the sack needs a little room. The sack needs a little room to go ahead and they got to be able to swing a little bit. Right now, man, they constricted them. All these young men walk around the campus in black power balls. That's what they got. That's where the balls are now. Today's balls are black power balls. They've been squeezed. There's not sperm coming out of there. That's nut milk. There's almond milk coming out of there. It's not sperm anymore, because the nuts have been squeezed beyond recognition. They in there like this. They asking for freedom. We need a Harriet Tubman for these young man's balls. Who's gonna be the Harriet Tubman of balls and lead balls back to freedom? Somebody's got to do it. Somebody's got to be the one that leads balls back to freedom. Somebody's got to let my people go, because we ain't gonna ever have no kids. Let them loose, fellas. You're doing a lot. Right now, man, I got to keep adjusting what I got going on down here, because I'm setting free. You know? Black balls matter. This is a feeling all men should have. I'm in here right now, and every blue moon, I got to stand up and make an adjustment, because I'm letting mine hang. You know? I'm letting them be free, and every now and again they slide onto the seat. And I don't want them to get adjusted to the seat. You know what I'm saying? Like every now and again, if let a ball pop out, fellas. You ain't got to constrict them that much. Let them ball, let them. Let the sweat, the song says, from the windows to the walls until the sweat drips down. The sweat can't get there no more. Y'all have restricted them in a way that nothing can get there. That's not what the ancestors marched for. That's not what Martin Luther King died for. He didn't die for you to restrict your balls. Let testicles ring. Let them ring from the mountaintops of Georgia to the valleys of Tennessee. Let your balls hang. Let your testicles swing. I have a dream that little black boys will be able to impregnate little black girls because they let their balls breathe. I have a dream today. It's a dream built on the American dream. Not all balls were created equal, but I believe that in my dream that there should be freedom for balls. Let your balls ring. I dream of a world where man is judged not by the color of his skin, but by the fact that he let his balls hang. I have a dream today. And I may not live to see this dream fulfilled. But I do know why the cage balls sing. Let them go. Let them go. Let them go today. And I believe that balls are the future. Treat them well and you can lead the way. Don't keep your balls cooped up inside. Have a sense of pride. Make it easier. So in the future, we can hear children laughter because we allowed our balls to be free. I decided long ago never to let my balls be held hostage. If they flail, then I'll succeed. And you won't take away my dignity because the greatest balls of all are inside of me. That's what I had. That's all I could think of. I'm sure both Whitney Houston and Martin Luther King are upset at that. I'm going to get out of here, man. We got a lot going on. Lasha Hunda, speaking of dying, it's been a rough week in the death category. First and foremost, I don't ever wish people death. That's not me. I'm not the type of person that wishes death upon anyone. There's such a finality in death. There's a no comeback. I do believe everybody has redeemable qualities. But a lot of African American society celebrated because the woman who accused Emmett Till and ultimately led to his death passed away on yesterday. So that was met with who knows how to weigh the balls on that one. I think she should have been held accountable for her actions. I really do. God is the final judge on that, not us. So, we let that go. So that happened. A few days earlier, we lost Harry Belafonte. The Banana Boat song. Dale, daylight coming. We want to go home. Harry Belafonte meant a lot to the black community, but apparently not enough. Apparently, no matter what a black man does in the black community, Harry Belafonte did a lot. 96 years on this here earth. But it wasn't enough for the blacks. It wasn't the death we felt hard. I went through my social media page and I saw maybe one or two people mention that Harry Belafonte died. The black community didn't embrace Harry Belafonte the way they embraced one Jerry Springer. Jerry Springer died and the world stopped. Black America was like, we can't. Not Jerry. We had Oprah Winfrey, Phil Donahue, Ricky Lake, Sally Jesse Raphael, and then came Jerry Springer. When Jerry came through, the world would never be the same. Trash television was born with Jerry Springer. My cousin called me yesterday. Out of the blue, hadn't talked to her, didn't know what she was talking about. She calls me up. She said, "Can we ride to the funeral together?" And I immediately got nervous. I got an aunt who's 100+ years old. I thought she had finally cashed in her ticket. We've been trying to get her to go, and she just keeps staying here. 100+ years old. Just won't leave. She's overstayed her welcome. When she called and said, "Are we riding to the funeral together?" I thought finally my prayers have been answered. She's out of here. Yes, I'm taking them Loratadine, Dolores. It makes me cough. I thought my aunt dropped out of this race. I thought the race was run. I thought she had run her race and she'd reached the finish line. My cousin, I said, "Who died?" Waiting to hear the name above all names. But instead, she said, "Jerry Springer. Are we going to Jerry Springer's funeral?" I hung up on her immediately. But now that I think about it, I want to go to Jerry Springer's funeral. I want to attend. And if I could go to Jerry's funeral, and get up when they have moments of reflection, held to 2 minutes, I would walk to the microphone, and I already have my speech prepared. I will walk to the microphone of the church. Y'all pray for me. The devil's been attacking my voice all week. And I will yell just very quickly, "Jerry, Jerry, Jerry." I get that chant going. It's got to go. That's how he got to go. He's got to go. You got to do it. Jerry, Jerry, Jerry. I got to do it. I'm out of here, man. The weekend starts now, man. Catch me tonight at Noir Social Club over in Newport News, Hampton, Denby. Is in that area. It's Noir, Noir. I'll be hosting. I'll be hosting and opening for Shucky Ducky tonight. So that'll be great. That'll be off of my list of people who I haven't worked with in a while, so or at all. So Shucky Ducky's on there. I'm putting that on the list of legends. That's the list of legends list. I still got to work with Eddie Murphy. So I'm going to work it out somehow. I'm going to work with Eddie Murphy or near him. Like, if he working next door, I'm going to count that and put that on my resume that I work with Eddie Murphy. Even if he's just next door. So that's tonight. It's in Phoebus, not Denby, Phoebus. I don't know if Phoebus is Hampton or Newport News. I think it's Hampton because it's across the street from Hampton University. Hampton and Newport News get a little fishy. So I'll be there opening for Shucky Ducky. Then tomorrow, I'll be in Fayetteville, North Carolina. So I look forward to that. And then Sunday, Jersey City, New Jersey. So we're going to have a good time. It's going to be a great time, man, this weekend. It's going to be a great time this weekend. So we're going to make all of that work out. Other than that, man, I'm getting ready to get out of here, man. Listen, it's easy for me to sign off today. In the words of the infamous Jerry Springer, be good to yourself and each other. Awkward pause.